College Football Update with your host, Sean Spencer and Alex Loosemore.
Handy, shout out to you for being here. We're going to go in your conference. And listen, I did not want to do this without our guy, Will Kramer, on here, but I don't know that Will Kramer wants to have this conversation right now. So we're going to have it for him. Is it time to hit the panic button, Alex, for the South Carolina Gamecocks?
As much as I hate to say it, because I put them in my playoff prediction for the preseason, yes, it is time to hit the panic button. Outside of that first drive of the season, they've been lost on offense. Dylan Stewart has put him on the milk carton. He's gone missing. It's very confusing to see what's going on with South Carolina because they have so much talent there. But they've got a lot of talent, but they don't really have that team, you know? So yes, unfortunately, sorry, Will, it is absolutely time to hit the panic button.
I got to agree. I hate to say it. You know, we all had Sellers as a potential Heisman candidate earlier in the year. I mean, you know, with that defense, with Stewart, with those edge rushers, man, we were for sure. And the coaching. You got Beamer at the helm. I'm like, man, there's no way these guys fall back down. But obviously you have the game against Vandy where Sellers goes out. But one of the things I really thought about that is we know how much Sellers means to that team. And maybe it was kind of telling how much they kind of struggled at times against Virginia Tech. But I did not expect them, even with Sellers going out, to just get crushed, 31-7 to Vandy? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think they were that far apart. So seeing that for me kind of, made me take a step back. Ben said, Texas did get a major break with Mateer being out for Oklahoma in a few weeks, so I'm still going to get bit overrated for now. Ooh, we'll see.
That's a good argument. And even though Mateer's out, I'm excited to see that Venable's defense against Sarkisian's offense.
Yeah. So I also say South Carolina, it's about that time. You guys need to hit the panic button. Let's move on down the list. Again, Will, I apologize. I know this is more your wife's team, but you still wear their stuff. The Wisconsin Badgers. Oh, my goodness gracious. You know, they started off, 2-0, and then they get that Bama game. And then you're like, oh, my God, they're making Bama look like Nick Saban's Bama teams. And you're like, okay, I can understand that. Maybe Bama's better than I thought. But then you go to Maryland, and I love Maryland. I went to their game a couple weeks back. Huge Maryland fan. Alex, seeing how they got beat by Maryland, is it time to hit the panic button for Wisconsin?
Absolutely it is. And if nothing else, then for this next 5-game stretch, it is awful.
Yeah.
So they're on the bye this week.
Uh-huh.
Then they go to the Big House. Then they host Iowa.
Oh.
Then they host Ohio State. Then they go to Autzen. And then they host Washington. That is awful. So you gotta pray you can win 2 of those games, I think. And it's I mean, you're lucky that Iowa and Washington are both home games.
Yeah.
Because you ain't winning in Oregon. That ain't happening. And seeing how you've played, you ain't beating Michigan, you ain't beating Ohio State.
Nope.
So, at that case, probably the best case scenario is you walk out of that 5-game stretch 4-5. And then you still got to play Indiana and Illinois right after that. So, struggling to be bowl eligible is not okay at Wisconsin. Hit the panic button.
Yeah, and look, we've talked about certain coaches that have been fired. We've talked about coaches, obviously Napier, that is, even Dabo could be considered on a somewhat of a hot seat, even though you like who's going to replace him. But we got to ask this question. I mean, Luke Fickell. I mean, obviously he had those years in Cincinnati that were great, but he tried to bring in our guy Phil Longo at OC, and now he's what? Where's he? Is he at Sam Houston State? Their head coach now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing that. But that didn't work in Wisconsin. Now he's trying to get back to the running game. But these last 2 weeks have been brutal. Is it time for us to start asking that question? Is he on the hot seat? Does he need to go?
It's hard because, again, he's one of those coaches that it's gonna be hard to get better than Fickell as far as coaching goes. But it's got to be bring it back to Wisconsin football or you're gone. You've got to give him this ultimatum, but I think you've also got to give him this offseason to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he gets, if they're smart, I think he gets into next season. And then if it's still the same, then you can him. But I think he's too good of a coach to not at least give him the chance to bring it back to Wisconsin football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's going on, Nathan? Talking about injuries. You got to take that into consideration. Really quickly, I did want to say, Nate, I'm glad you showed up here, my friend. I was a little worried after last night's game.
I was not going to bring that up. I was leaving that alone.
Hey, if you want to lose to a team, I mean, that's the team. I mean, Detroit is legit. Now, we saw these are both top-tier teams. I know this is a college show, but it is.
That was such a fun game last night.
Oh, my goodness. Back and forth. I mean, I was – and then to have Derrick Henry, Mr. Incredible, Mr., solidified, never fumbles, and he's now fumbled the last 3 weeks. Oh, man, oof. All right, Nate. Sorry, we didn't mean to go down that road. Billy got hurt 2 drives into the game. He was already injured coming into that. But Nate, you saw the game. I don't know that even that was a difference. I think you guys totally outplayed them in that ball game.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be at least in question. You have to get back to what Wisconsin is good at, which is that run game. Having a solid defense. But Will has told us on multiple occasions, in-house, people in Wisconsin, they're ready to make that move. They're ready to go ahead and move on. So we'll see. I mean, it's always, what have you done for me lately? They're a wild card team at best. I told y'all the window closed. Come on, man.
Stop it. You get Van Noy, Matabike, Jair Alexander, those guys back in there.
You'll be good.
Mind you, it was an 8-point game. It felt further than that, but that is a much different game if those guys are healthy. So
O'Neal
can't just say
no.
I can't say wild card team for them. That's absurd.
No, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Oh man. O'Neal looked shell shocked. Hey, that Maryland team. We talked about that a week ago, being if they were a contender or a pretender, and they're right on that cusp. They keep getting, like you said last time, they keep getting their recruits. They keep playing well, like they're doing. And I mean, look, they have a schedule where I believe they play you, and I think Penn State, and then Indiana. Those are the 3 teams that they play. Those are my 3 losses, but I can see them pulling out victories everywhere else. And then a 3-loss Maryland team. I mean, who knows how far they can go?
Well, and a 3-loss Maryland team with those losses is probably ranked realistically. So I mean, it's fairly tough. Like, they host Washington, they host Nebraska. Those are their next 2 games.
Yeah.
But then UCLA, mind you, on the other side of the country, but UCLA's playing like a Div 2 team. So
they don't play.
Yeah. They play Indiana, go to Rutgers, go to Illinois, host us, and then at Michigan State to end the season. So realistically, the way they're playing right now, there might be a 3rd loss because like Washington's a good team, Nebraska's still a good team.
Right.
But I mean, you could realistically say that Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan, that only 2 of those are losses. That's a very realistic thing to say.
Absolutely.
Maryland's playing very well right now.
Oh yeah. Let's keep. We're definitely gonna keep an eye on them because to your point, they're playing great. Let's keep it moving. You talked about the West Coast, and this team has struggled. I'd like to say they struggled since probably way back to when Luck and McCaffrey, like those years. And I'm talking about Stanford. Stanford is 1-3. Now they're playing in the ACC, so obviously their travel is going to be interesting. One of their losses was to Hawaii in that first game, which was a very close game, and they ended up hurting themselves late to allow Hawaii to come back in that. So they could very easily be 2-2. But we know the coaching staff. We know, Andrew Luck is over there helping out, and the GM, and they're trying to build something. So it's going to take some time. But 1-3 again. I mean, they've been struggling. What is he saying? Get at it. Oh, Nate. Why?
Stop it.
Why?
He played in top 3 to 5 offense in the league last night.
Oh, my goodness. Nate. I'm not even going to. No, not justifying that with a comment, Nate. No. You played the team that went to the AFC Championship and the team that has been in the playoffs with the divisional round a year ago, and you played them both tough. I mean, come on, man. Nate, just no. I love you, buddy, but no, not doing it. Not doing it.
Yeah.
Alex, Stanford. Is it time to hit the panic button at Stanford?
No, because what was the expectation on this season, really?
Very true.
What, they hired Frank Reich as the head coach, a month before the season started? Like, it was very late into the process. There shouldn't have really been any expectations for Stanford this year. So, give Luck a year or two to get this rolling, and then maybe worry. But he's building it from the ground up, so give it some time.
Right. No, Nate, stop it. Not in the bad panic button. Yeah, no, and that was the point. I mean, coming into the ACC, we knew, it was already like, what are we going to expect? That time difference, traveling cross country and having to play that, and then on top of the fact that, this was rebuild. We all knew this was a rebuild. So that's why they brought in Frank Reich and Andrew Luck and everything. So give it some
Reich's
time.
only in there for a year as of now. So.
Really? Okay.
They only signed the 1-year deal, so we'll see if it's a hard reset at coach and everything, or if Reich stays. But they're playing it year by year right now too. So realistically, a Stanford fan should too.
Yeah. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. All right, we got 2 more real quick. Kansas State. This one is one that I came into the season saying, I think these guys can be at Avery Johnson, getting Dylan Edwards. I was like, man, Kansas State is my pick to potentially win the Big 12. They lose to Iowa. Yeah. They lose to Iowa State. They lose to Army. They lose to Arizona, undefeated Arizona team, mind you. And they barely beat North Dakota. They're 1-3
last
this
second
year.
Score to beat North Dakota.
Yeah. I remember when they clicked in and they did the update, and they're like, North Dakota is going to win this thing. They're going to win it. In the very last second, Avery Johnson getting that touchdown. They're 1-3, and I didn't expect this. I didn't see this at all. Is it time? Is it time to hit that panic button for them?
It was time like 2 weeks ago. That what we said with OK State. I'm not saying they should fire the coach because Kleiman's still a good coach, but they should have hit the panic button, pulled the alarm, broke the glass in case of emergency, because whatever is going on is not working. They got to figure this out. Playoff shot's gone. I'll say that. Playoff shot's gone. You can't have some of these games on your resume and be in that playoff discussion. So, And with that being the expectation by almost everybody this offseason, the panic button should have been hit weeks ago. So 100% the panic button is hit for Kansas State.
Yeah, it's been hard to watch. I mean, we saw how slow it started in that Iowa State game. Now, mind you, Iowa State has since played very well. So you would say, oh, that's very helpful. But then North Dakota State, then Army, who hasn't looked terribly great this year.
Army lost to Tarleton State and beat Kansas State.
Exactly. So, and you can go ahead and give them a pass because Arizona's playing well, but Kansas State, I hate to say some season is over. I mean, they can still get a bowl. They can still, salvage the season, but it's just
compared to what the expectations were, it's over. But
exactly. Yeah, we definitely didn't see kind of this coming, but hey, there it is. And one more team, a team that we talked about right before last week, Liberty. The Liberty Flames, who a couple years ago, doing big things. We know Malik Willis. They came out, was drafted high out of Liberty a couple years ago.
Then Caden Salter.
They started off 1-3. Obviously, JMU is a solid team, but they lost to Jacksonville State. They lost to Bowling Green with the new head coach Eddie George, and their only win is to get a 28-7 win over Maine. Liberty. I talked about them being in Virginia, and I've having been there and visited. I mean, this is a school whose team was on the rise. They were starting to play a lot better. Obviously lost their coach, and now it's kind of like, are they regressing back to what they were? Or, I mean, Bowling Green is not a slouch in comparison to them. JMU is a solid team in comparison. Is it just Jacksonville State plays these? Or like, is it just who they've played, or should we is it that time?
I mean, you think about it, there was so much change for Liberty this offseason. As far as that roster goes, Caden Salter left. I believe his top 2 or 3 receivers also left, whether it was NFL or otherwise. And they're still putting up 20 plus points a game. No, those last 2 games they put up 13 actually. So, it seems like they get one side of the ball working or the other. They're not playing complementary football is the biggest thing. And I mean, we'll see because Old Dominion this Saturday, we've seen what they've done. They played well. So, and ODU's favored by 16.5. I'm seeing right now. So,
Liberty.
But again, what were the expectations really? That's my question. If you're going based off what they did last year, absolutely hit the panic button. But if you're going with essentially a new offense, and lowering those expectations, I'd say you're okay. But I'll go with hit the panic button.
I kind of look at this, to your point, is more similar to Stanford, where it was kind of like you saw this coming, you saw the writing on the wall. It's hindsight's 2020, and the last couple of years and how they've had success, but with all that turnaround, all that change, you expected this. So I think you have to hit the panic button. And I think this game against JMU was telling. I think coming into this game, a lot more people, me included, thought it was going to be a lot closer. Now, credit to JMU for how well they played, but Liberty it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Nate, we talked about that a little bit earlier. We're asking if Oklahoma State saved their season after that loss. Right now, it looks like if there's a panic button, yes, they hit that panic button, and they've obviously made that move. But, it's looking like they need to kind of figure out what's that next step. And obviously,
full
the
reset.
Coach. Yeah, the coach hire is going to be huge right now. Coach, and did they get a new AD, you think, or is it just coach?
I think they'll start with the coach, and then because you look at it, the AD looks after more than just the football program, and the basketball program's doing just fine. That they're good year in and year out now since they had Cade Cunningham. They've been able to build a good program there. So their other sports are seemingly doing fine. It's just they gotta. It's kind of the same with Dabo at Oklahoma State, where it's these older coaches, the old school coaches are getting fizzled out a lot more. Gundy's been there 21 years.
Jeez.
Eventually, the split was going to have to happen, whether it was firing, retirement, whatever. Right. But yeah, and a lot of these programs, I mean, you saw it even with Belichick and the Patriots. When you're there forever and it's that same coach GM or coach AD or coach owner, as far as the Patriots were concerned, over and over and over, they're gonna find a lot to pick at each other for and make things difficult to work with each other. And you're also not going to want to change what you do. So
right.
I'm not surprised that this happened, given the struggles the past couple of years. But I hope it doesn't totally tarnish Gundy's legacy, because he was a phenomenal coach for them for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah. And what we've learned from people like Bill Belichick is if you don't switch it up, you're going to get embarrassed twice. This week was embarrassing. Ladies and gentlemen, this week was really flipping embarrassing. I mean, the TCU game was one thing, all right? But to give me false hope by winning the 2 games against Richmond and Charlotte, both who are terrible, and then to come into this one and not even score 10 points, embarrassing. So, you know,
UCF's a good team, though.
Panic. I am panicking. Panicking. All right.
You gave Nathan an avenue to go back to the Ravens hate. It's the one above it.
Yeah, like exactly where I see that.
Y'all both need to relax.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Hey, look, there's a number of teams that potentially need to hit the panic button, and we'll be talking about this throughout the season. Let us know who you guys think needs to hit the panic button. Will, I see you here. I don't know if you witnessed the first 2 teams we had on this one, but South Carolina and Wisconsin, those were the 2 teams that we asked, do they need to hit the panic button? I would love to hear your response. Shout out to my guy, Lawrence Skilnick, saying, hey, boys, what is going on, Lawrence? Check him out with myself on our side show that we do called 4th and Goal, where we talk about some NFL stuff, talk about his Bears in their heyday, their glory days and whatnot, and how we get back to them. Got some good thoughts on Caleb, man. He calls it like he sees it. I like that. Yeah, buddy. Question, did you guys speak on Deshaun Foster? We did a week ago. We haven't talked much about it today since, unfortunately, he was fired. We even talked about Nico. Well, Nico. God, Nico.
Did you see the new Nico rumor?
Oh, no. What?
That with a certain quarterback fighting for extra eligibility that might not get it. Sounds like there's a lot of rumors about Nico going back to the Volunteer State, but suiting up for the Commodores next year.
What?
If Diego Pavia can't get his 100th year of eligibility, it seems like, then there's talks that apparently Nico might go to Vandy.
Oh my goodness gracious. Are you serious? Come on now.
Just rumors. Nothing official, but just rumors.
Crazy. Oh my goodness. And so I who was I talking to today? Was I talking to you, or maybe it was Nate talking about Nico. And you know, after seeing how poorly he did, now mind you, the talent was nowhere near at UCLA what it was at Tennessee. But seeing how he struggled out there, I mean,
it's almost like when you get rid of NFL receivers, you can't really just throw the ball up and hope they'll come down with it.
True.
Like, what did they expect?
Yeah.
So
can they do that? I thought they changed.
Nico could pack up and leave now. Mm-hmm. When a coach leaves, whether fired, leaves, whatever, in any college sport, a 30-day transfer portal window opens. Mm-hmm. So to tie it into basketball, with I I'm forgetting his name right now, but the Auburn coach stepping away for his son to take over.
Bruce Pearl.
Pearl, thank you. A 30-day transfer window is open for all Auburn players to transfer out because the coach left, because Deshaun Foster got fired, because Brent Pry got fired, because Mike Gundy got fired. A 30-day transfer portal window from the day that coach is gone opens up. Nico could pack up and leave right now if he wants. Jeez. I don't know who would take him the way he's playing right now, but he can pack up and leave.
Yeah, shout out to Lawrence. He said that's dumb. Nico is dead weight right now, and that's 100%. Kind of the thing. He feels like damaged goods, and I don't want to go this far as to say that he is kind of this bad, but is Nico the new version of DJ Uiagalelei?
I think it's a fair comparison to make, because in the sense that they're both system quarterbacks. You get them in the right system, they play very well. But as soon as you get them out of that system where the talent has to be right around them and the play calling has to be right around them, they're very situationally good. But outside of that situation, they're not good.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it'd be hard for pretty much anyone to be good at UCLA right now. That is a mess right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. It's tough, but I think Nico, the DJ comparison is valid. I think.